welcome back to my channel. My name is Celsie, aka Mother Vegan, and today I went food shopping. So I thought, why not do a video about it on what I buy near enough every week. So my budget for food shopping is between £30 and £40. That's not including like washing up liquid and laundry detergent, stuff like that. That's just for food. Now I do most of my shop in Morrison's. We do have a local zero waste shop here, and that's where I fill up like my body wash, my shampoo and all that kind of stuff. The only food I buy from there, because we are on a tight budget, the only food I buy from there is lentils, but we were fully stocked up on lentils. So this week's food shop is a typical week's food shop for us. I mean, it doesn't always look like this, obviously. So on the Friday night, I'll sit down and make a meal plan for the week and then make a shopping list for that. Now, because of the way I shop, I very rarely actually have to buy much of a food shop, because it's nearly always stocked in either the fridge or the freezer or the cupboard, because I like to buy things that don't go off very quickly. So the cupboards and the fridge and freezer are always full. You can actually watch my pantry essentials video. I will link it in the description box down below. That's got loads of useful information of what I deem essential and what I always have in my house. So my food shop this week actually cost £35. So the way I do my food shopping list as well, because we all know when we go into a shop, we are drawn to all these vegan goodies. Like if you see a vegan sign on a packet and you don't actually need that product, you are more than likely pick it up if you've not tried it before, just because it's vegan and you feel like your diet's restricted, even though it's completely not. But as soon as you see something with a vegan label on it, you want it. So what I do is I write my shopping list in the order of the shop. I just go for those products and don't look anywhere else. So let's begin with the fruit and veg. You'll notice there's not actually much fresh stuff, because if you've been watching my videos at all, you know that I love frozen veg. So let's see what we've got. Now, anything that comes in plastic, I do try and get the wonky stuff, because even though it comes in plastic and preventing food waste, so in my mind that makes it not okay, but better. So we've got some grapes. It's actually Hugh that eats these more than anyone. And the reason I love grapes is because if you put them in the fridge, they last quite a long time in there. So Hugh won't get through this week. This probably lasts about 2 weeks. That's what you'll notice about a lot of this food, is that a lot of it, especially the frozen veg, won't just be for this week. It'll be for a few weeks to come. So we got 3 pears, but he's already had one for lunch today. And then every night before bed, when I'm getting him changed, he gets a banana. Apparently it's a sleepy food. So oats and bananas are both sleepy foods. So good tip for you if you've got somebody like Hugh who doesn't like to sleep very well. This actually works a treat. Again, this is in plastic, but I have got the wonky potatoes. I always buy a bag of potatoes every single week. Near enough every one of our tea meals has potatoes in it, because they're so full of fibre and they're so filling, and it just makes a meal really filling and cheap at the same time. So potatoes are what I put in to bulk something out. I don't actually normally buy this much frozen veg. It just so happens that most of my frozen veg went last week. So this is actually more than I normally would. So we've got frozen onions. I don't have a problem with using oil for cooking. So because it's frozen and it's stored water, when you start to defrost it in the pan, you don't actually have to use any oil, because the water just stops it from sticking to the pan anyway. This is very lazy of me, I know, but it just makes my life a lot easier and a lot quicker. Sweet potato chunks. They don't make anything else very well apart from if you're boiling them. So for the shepherd's pie, for the mash on top, I'll put a cupful of sweet potato in it as well, just to give it more nutrients. Really, it doesn't really change the flavour at all, because it mainly is the white potato. If you've watched any of my recipes, you'll know that these veg are in pretty much all of them. Peas and sweet corn, broccoli and mushrooms. Honestly, they're so versatile. They're going in all of the meals this week. So they're going in my lasagna, my casserole and my shepherd's pie. So they're really versatile. And if you buy frozen, you never have to worry about it. I mean, the broccoli probably only lasts about, I would say, just over a week, but the others, they last ages, especially the sweet corn and the peas. Casserole mix. I don't just use this, I use other things as well. But in the casserole, I'll also put loads of potatoes, loads of mushrooms, broccoli, peas and sweet corn, so it'll bulk it out. So I normally use about half a packet of this with the rest of the veg as well, and then I'm making a sausage casserole, so it is going to have sausages in it as well. Obviously, Richmond sausages for this casserole, they are the tastiest sausages, I think most vegans will agree. Then I mentioned before, burger and chips, these are my favourite burgers. They're actually quite new to me, I only found out about them a couple of months ago, and honestly they just, you can't beat these burgers. Maybe the Beyond or the Impossible Burger. I do like the Beyond Burger, but they're just a lot more expensive. These are £2.25 for these. We've been trying a few things of these. There's been a couple of things that we have not liked. I think the jackfruit burger, they were so horrible, but we did try last week. We tried the Southern fried wings, and there was another chicken thing as well. They were really, really nice, and these were on offer. They're normally £3 I think it was, and they were down to £2, so I had to treat ourselves. So I don't actually have a meal for this. Who knows, I might just put them on the side of the burgers, which is what I did last week with the pizza. So yeah, I'm looking forward to them. We didn't need this. If you've seen my video from last week, the vlog that I sorted out the fridge, there was loads of yogurts in there, but they were reduced to £1, so I obviously had to get one because they last. I mean, when does this go off? 22nd of February, so we've got ages before that goes off yet. And these are mine and Adam's favourite yogurts. They are delicious. Even people who eat dairy yogurts say that this is delicious as well. They're nice. This one, I actually picked up the wrong one, and normally I get just the normal one. But Hugh, because of his soy allergy, he has this. So for his pudding for teas, he has fruit and a yogurt. And the reason I started off with the fruit and yogurt is because I was trying to get him to use a spoon and understand and learn the spoon motion, and I thought yogurt with fruit would really help that, and it really, really did. He now can use a spoon perfectly, and he also makes his own pudding. So I put him in his learning tower, and then he puts the fruit into a bowl and then pours this himself. Obviously I've got to help him guide it a little bit, but he's actually getting really, really good at it. Oh, by the way, Hugh likes these, but Hugh likes anything. Like, there's very few things Hugh doesn't like. Me and Adam, like, I don't mind it, I would have it, but Adam really doesn't like it. They are an acquired taste. Then for lunches, we normally have some kind of wrap. So it'll either be a hummus salad wrap, or it'll be a cream cheese wrap, or cheese toasty, something along those lines. And we've always got loads of veggie fingers in. So that's normally our lunch. I did buy a packet of wraps, but I forgot to bring them in. And then of course bread. I don't think I need to explain why I brought bread. Milk. So we all know Oatly is the best milk for tea, but Oatly is £1.80, this is 85p. So I buy the oat milk from Morrison's. That's for my teas, but I also make porridge and overnight oats with it, which is why I've got 3 cartons of it. The coconut milk I use for the bounty in a jar for the overnight oats. If you've not seen the video with the overnight oats, I'll link it up here. I also finish most nights with a hot chocolate as well, so I use coconut milk for the hot chocolate also. Again, I always have some of these in. They are the breakfast topper from Morrison's. The reason I always have these in is because I don't know how quickly we're going to run out of granola, so I always have these in because the oats last ages. A whole packet of this goes into the granola. Again, another recipe. I'll link the granola recipe up here for you as well. And then this is Hugh's favourite snack. So this will be his afternoon snack, or sometimes I give it to him with his lunch. And he'll just demolish whatever I give. He loves it. And this was on offer as well as £1. And finally, we have some chopped tomatoes for the lasagna. And gravy, I put the gravy in the shepherd's pie and in the casserole. So this is my personal favourite gravy. Out of all the ones I've tried, I love this one, and this one's, I think it's 60p. So 60p for that, I think is really good, considering it's free from. It's got none of the top 14. It's got none of the top 14 allergens in it, so very good. And then tomato puree, always have a couple of these in. It just makes the flavour a little bit richer, so I use it both in my casserole and I actually use it in all 3 recipes this week, so that'll probably be gone by the end of the week. That is my food shop. You'll notice there's not much breakfast stuff there, it literally is just the fruit. That's because we have either porridge or overnight oats for breakfast, so I don't need to buy anything. The porridge oats that we buy lasts about 2 weeks and I bought it last week, so I know I did cheat a little bit there. For lunches, Hugh's not normally here. Hugh was only here over a weekend, so me and Adam will just have a sandwich or a wrap or something like that. So again, we cheated a little bit there because there's not much to buy. So most of that is for teas, but also most of it will last longer than this week. So I will link the recipe videos for the lasagna, for the casserole and for the shepherd's pie in the description box below. They're really, really easy. You'll find with all of my recipes that they are really simple. They don't use 1,000,001 ingredients, and that's because when I started to cook, I was following recipes to the T, and I ended up with loads of leftover stuff that just went to waste. So I used the basic ingredients, but it still it doesn't lack flavour, and it definitely does not lack nutrients. So yeah, I'll link those in the description box for you below. If you did like this video, then please give it a thumbs up and please do subscribe to my channel. If you ring the notification bell, then you will get notified when all the videos are put up. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, one small change makes a massive difference. Bye!